So some of you watching this video might be looking at the title thinking, Craig, you've already done a what's in my camera bag style video. And yes, I have. That was mainly based towards photography. If you want to check that video out, I'll leave a link either here somewhere or down in the description. But this one's purely going to be based on video. So I'll show you the kit that I use for kind of corporate, commercial style work, and I've also shot the majority of these YouTube videos on. But first, before we go into that, I just crossed 100 subscribers, which is fantastic. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel, subscribing to this channel, liking, commenting, all that jazz. And if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. But anyway, let's get into what we're all here for, and that is to take a look into my camera bag. And first off, I want to say it's not so much a camera bag as it's more of a camera case. So this is the Pelican 1510. They're great cases, Pelican cases. They protect your kit. If they break, they'll give you a replacement. It's a lifetime warranty. They're rugged as all hell. So this is what I use to basically keep all my kit safe when I'm humping it around to shoots here, there and everywhere. But yeah, let's take a look inside. Shove over here. So with this case, I made a few minor modifications to it. The first one being, they always come with that pick and pluck foam, which is great, don't get me wrong, but if you're always changing your kit, you're always modifying what you're taking with you to projects, it can get really annoying trying to make the new kit fit. So what I did was I upgraded to, I think it's called a Trek Pack insert, which is basically these little foam boards and these little pins, and it's basically a customizable divider system for your Pelican case. You can basically change it up to whatever kit you're taking with you. It's always going to be protected and it's always going to fit, which is the main thing. Another upgrade that I made to this case was, instead of that egg crate foam you get inserted up the top, I got these little pouches, which is great for just all the little bits you've got lying around your case, like screwdrivers, Allen keys, tape, anything like that. You can just put them away in these pouches, out the way, out of sight, out of mind, but they're always there. You know what I mean? Organised. Yeah, so anyway, the more important bit is what is in this case slash bag. Like I said, my camera kit has changed considerably over the past 6 months. I'm used to shooting all my video work on the Sony a7 III, which I'm shooting on just now, and then before that it was a Sony a6500. But recently I've delved into the world of cinema cameras. So if you follow me over my Instagram, or you've been watching these YouTube videos, you'll know that I recently got one of these. So this is the RedKomodo. This shoots 6K in red code RAW, which means the skin tones are stunning, the highlight roll off is stunning, and the colours are stunning. I'm still learning it. It's definitely a shock to the system when you go from using like DSLRs or mirrorless cameras to using something like this. But yeah, I've been loving this camera recently. As for like the little rig that I've got on it here, so on the back I've got the Tilta V-mount plate, which basically allows me to mount big, larger V-mount batteries. I think I can go for about 6 hours, maybe a bit less than that, on a 90 kilowatt hour battery. So yeah, I've got the Titan Micro 90 here from Anton Bauer, and that just slots in there nicely. It's really cool. It keeps the kit really small. I was going to say lightweight, but batteries weigh a ton anyway, but yeah, keeps it really small and compact in there. So I've got that on the back. I also have the red side handle on here and a Manfrotto tripod plate on the bottom, and I also have a little Tilta cold shoe mount on the top there for monitors. Speaking of monitors, the next thing in here is my Atomos Ninja 5. Now I've had this monitor for a long time. I originally got it because I was filming longer form content, and obviously mirrorless cameras and DSLRs only shoot like maximum 25 minutes before like they stop recording, whereas this can record to hard drives. It was good at the time, but now I don't record for that length of time to need that feature, so I basically just use this for monitoring. Now, as you can see, it's only HDMI in and out, which is slightly frustrating for the RedKomodo, which is only SDI out. So what you have to do is buy this little adapter from Atomos, and it basically allows you to connect SDI throughput here, so I can basically monitor my RedKomodo on this monitor, which again is something you learn along the way. So yeah, in here, like I said, I've got some V-Lock batteries in here. I've got cables, so I've got a power cable and an SDI cable, so I can basically use the V-Lock battery to power my monitor, so I've not got a big battery hanging off of that as well. Now the RedKomodo is a native RF lens, which is the new style format from Canon, but luckily they give you one of these little adapters with it. Actually, I've got two little adapters. So these let you mount your Canon EF lenses to the RF mount with complete electronic control throughput. So one is just a standard adapter, and then the other one here is actually got a variable ND built inside it. Check that out. Just twist the little wheel on the side and it's an ND, baby. Super cool. So lens-wise, it always varies between project and project. I've never got one standard kit of lenses that I take, it all depends on what I'm shooting. At the moment, I've currently got this lens that I borrowed off my friend Scott. This is the Canon 24-70 RF, and it is a beautiful lens. It's a great all-round lens. It's quite small, compact, super sharp. Loving this lens right now. So I've got one of these in here. Also in here, which has become one of my must-haves actually, in terms of lenses, in here is the Canon 16mm RF. Now because the RedKomodo is a slightly cropped sensor, this is the equivalent to a 24mm, but it's so small, so compact, and for these YouTube videos where I'm basically shooting in this tiny little room, it just makes the videos feel light and airy because there's so much space. That's why I love this 16mm, and it didn't break the bank either, so always carry this around with me. It's a great lens. So that's pretty much it for camera kit. So now I'll go on to my audio kit. So in here, this is an old Mavic Pro drone case, I think, but in here is where I keep my audio kit. Now I record all my audio on set onto the Zoom F6. It's got 6 inputs, it records 32-bit float I think. A great little bit of kit to have with you on set. I've got this little V-mount plate on the bottom, and I've got a little hook on my belt, so I can basically hook this onto my belt and look so cool while doing it, but really, really handy. Another bit of audio kit that I'm actually using right now is the Rode Wireless Go 2. Now these things are fantastic because not only do 2 transmitters go into one receiver, so you can record onto 2 channels at the one time, but they also record internally as a backup, which to me blows my mind. Why did someone not think of that before? That again has been an absolute lifesaver. See, for the cartel video where they were cycling, it meant I was always recording their audio. I think it can record up to 7 hours audio internally to the microphone, which again is amazing. I've also got in here, which I mentioned before in I think my behind the scenes of Andy's training video, is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which again has the awesome feature of as soon as you plug it into the camera and you turn the camera on, this thing turns on, which, like I've said before, is an absolute lifesaver because I have done that a couple of times where I haven't turned my mic on. So yeah, I highly recommend you get one of these. So yeah, always in my camera bag. Also in here, always handy to have, is a little GoPro, because why not? It's small enough, you just chuck it in your bag. You never know when you need to duct tape a camera to something. Don't know. But anyway, always got the GoPro in there, just in case. Speaking of duct taping and other taping, I have gaff tape, bright green gaff tape. The amount of times that this has come in handy is amazing. See, if you're taping cables down from lights, making sure people don't trip over the cables, cover them in gaff tape. If you have someone doing an interview standing up, put a little T on the ground using the bright green gaff tape. They can't miss it. They always know where to stand. Gaff tape. If you've got memory cards and things and you don't know which ones are used and which ones aren't, mark them with gaff tape. Gaff tape. Also in here I've got the little grey card and black card for white balance. I think I mentioned these before in the last camera bag video, which is the little ND filters, Peter McKinnon and Polar Pro's variable ND filter right there, and also circular polarizer, which also translate to video. So those of you who ask, oh, can you use circular polarizers on video? Yeah, you can. Lens puffer, always needed. A couple of step-up rings, lens cleaning cloth, again, standard. Little card case, keep your SD cards in. So that's pretty much it. That's my camera bag case. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. I would love to try and answer them, hopefully. If you like this video, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for those of you who have subscribed already, thank you so much. Again, it is mind-blowing, the response I've got to these videos. So thank you. I think that's it. Yeah. Cheers guys. See you in the next one. Bye.